Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Local Influencers Podcast. Today, Abigail and I are joined by the owner of Be Fit Nutrition, Roxi Garza. Roxy, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, so I'm excited to talk to you because I'm very interested in your business and what you do. So, for those of you who don't know, Roxy runs Be Fit Nutrition, and you sell basically like the healthy, what people would call normal people, right? Call like healthy milkshakes versions, and like I know they're called like mega teas and stuff, but like people like that you don't know, it's all those cool Instagram pictures that have the drinks with different color layers, and that's what Roxy sells, and we're going to learn about that today. Roxy's going to
Yes.
be our teacher, okay? So first of all, tell me, I mean, your name is very just, it's kind of Be Fit. Okay, I understand it, got it. Well, how did you come up with that name? Obviously, we all want to be fit, you know. Is that how you came up with it? Were you on a health journey of your own?
Yes, I've been on a health journey of my own since maybe mid to well around maybe August of 2019. Um, and I went through a lot of names before I selected Be Fit Nutrition. Um, but yes, I've been on my own personal health journey since 2019, like I said. And that's how, because I started out as a preferred member. Let's just start there. So I started as a preferred member since 2017.
And is that when you say all that? I'm sorry, it's for
No, no, you're fine.
Herbalife, right? It's
Yes,
Herbalife, right?
Herbalife.
Okay.
Yes, yes. I started
Okay.
out as a preferred member, and I've been, on the drinks and the shakes and teas for quite some time. Did get off of it for a while there. Wasn't too consistent back then. It was kind of like I was playing with it, trying to get a feel of it, and um, at that time where I was um, my weight at the time, it wasn't falling fast enough.
Hmm.
So, that's where I kind of fell off a couple of times, but got back up on it on 2019 and really stuck with it. And so in 2020, I decided to transition uh, to a distributor. And it really was a conversation between me and my best friend. It was it started out as oh, what if I actually opened up my own store one day? It really That's how it started, and the conversation blew up from there, and months later this is where I'm at. So
Well, awesome. So your brick and mortar location, I know you said in the years you're talking about your friend and everything, your brick and mortar location, when did BFit location actually open up?
the commercial location opened October 30th, 2020. Is when the actual location where I'm at now is when we opened.
Oh
I was
wow. You opened during COVID times.
Yes, it was
You're
the
brave,
most
girl.
scariest. Yes, I'm a very big risk taker. Um, I was very scared. I'm not going to say I wasn't. I was nervous to open, especially during COVID. I was seeing businesses closing left and right, but I had a satellite club, which is where I'm able to, deliver and work out of home and so forth. So, um, my business was booming. Um, everybody wants to be healthy. So I spoke with my sponsor and said, "Hey, why not? Let's go for it." And she said, "Yeah, I'm all on board. Talk to my family, my significant other, and everybody around me was on board and saying, 'Hey, go for it.'" So it was very scary. And I'm not gonna lie, doing satellite club was I was constantly selling, constantly deliveries, like all day long. In between my lunch, because I worked for a local hospital. So I was working from home. So in between lunches, I was delivering, and after work, I was delivering. So I was doing really great. But when I opened the location, um, it wasn't as busy. It took a little while. So I was a little nervous, but It, it literally took like a turn. It started slow and then it just picked up. So, and it's been great ever since. So I'm very thankful.
That's awesome. I love your Instagram. I love all of like the nutrition drink Instagrams. Like they make my mouth water, and I'm like,
Yeah. Yes.
You're thirsty. You're like, I could go for one.
Yes,
even
I
if
love looking at everybody else's pages too. They're just, I feel like we all we definitely use our, our mindset and just come up with, vibrant colors and recipes, and I just love it. I love how everybody has their own unique way of, showing their product.
yeah, y'all's pages, especially yours, is very colorful. I'm the girls to tell you, my girls being my co-hosts and their social media managers. I'm all about like an aesthetic. And so we have like a list of kind of things we follow when we're posting. Like they know my aesthetic. They've been with me like a month or two now. And so they kind of have got the hang, and so like there's an aesthetic that I think it attracts the eye. And then you're also it commit like I feel like the consumer gets to know your brand once
Hmm.
they see, oh, like they don't have to guess who it is. Like when I'm scrolling through, they'll see it and they're like, oh, that's a B Fit Nutrition post, like
Hmm.
in their head without even looking. So can I ask you about the recipes? Like I want no pun intended, but kind of. I want you to spill the tea. Um so on your drinks and stuff that y'all that you make as a distributor, um does Herbalife have a list of recipes that you guys follow, or is that all of you being different business owners creating your own, just playing around?
That is all us. We
Wow.
obviously use the product.
Yeah.
Certain things go with certain. Obviously. So like the tea concentrate. The lift off, the aloe. That all is specifically for tea, and it can be hot or cold. But as far as the names and as far as what they taste like and everything else, that is all us. That's us using, like I said, our beautiful mindsets and just creating and putting stuff together. Yes, I played with my product a lot before I actually started selling, and boy, did I go through boxes of liftoff.
Whenever do you like get your friends and family when you come up with a new idea to like test out the drink before? Because you as one person could be like, oh, this is really good, but then everybody else is and be like, girl, you crazy, that's nasty. You know what I mean?
um,
Or-
every now and then, I will play around with my friends. Like one of my best friends, as a matter of fact, came in about 5 days ago, and she said, "Hey, let's create this drink." And it was just out of a whim. I said, "Okay, well, I'm gonna let you choose. What you would want for it." So she picked the lift off flavor. She picked the flavorings in the tea and so forth. And she named it KK. I think I posted one of my customers posting the drink on the page, and since then it has been a hit. Like I think I've already sold, and it's about 5 days now. I think I've already sold at least 15 of those drinks.
oh wow.
Yes, and she loved it. I personally, um, the tropical liftoff is not my personal favorite, but like you said, what my choice may not be somebody else's, but everybody else loves it. I personally would not, like I said, I just don't like tropical, but it's been a very big hit. So, and that's kind of how a
So
lot of drinks come about.
can you explain those ingredients like lift off and I think you said, like the tea concentrate
Hmm.
and whatever all that is? Can you explain those for people who are like, there's some people who when they're, quote unquote getting healthy, they want to know every ingredient. Like, can you just kind of explain like what is lift off, what is, et cetera, et cetera?
Yes. So the tea concentrate, it will come in a 1.8 ounce or a 3.6 ounce bottle. That is going to help with your digestive system. It's going to help with cleansing, and um, so that'll go also with the aloe. Aloe is also going to help with your digestive. The lift off is what everybody loves because the lift off is what gives you that boost of energy. That's what's going to help you, stay alert. It's not a crazy, energy lift like an energy drink per se. Um,
It doesn't have that crash, right? That's what
exactly.
because
You're not going
it,
to get the
it slowly
crash.
brings you down. Like you
Yes,
slowly
and
come off of
just
it.
you'll notice like around lunchtime, for example, after everybody eats lunch, what do? We get tired, we get sluggish. If you're drinking your tea, usually the tea will last anywhere 1 hour to maybe 2 to 3 hours. Some customers less, some customers more, just depends. But it's not going to give you that sluggish feeling. You're going to feel alert, throughout the day. You're going to want to do things. But it's also, again, like a natural energy. It's not going to, like we mentioned, not going to give you that crash. So the lift off is like the number one thing in the whole tea, because everybody knows that, that's what's going to give us that boost of energy. And then the last product is just going to be your sugar-free mix. So depending on what tea we're going to do, that's going to be the flavoring, whether it be like, for example, like a strawberry, a pineapple, or so forth. But that has no sugar in it. And so 32 ounces, as I'm drinking mine, so like a 32-ounce mega tea is going
Oh, that
to,
looks good.
this one is strawberry kiwi. It's going to have roughly between 15 to 20 calories, zero sugar, um, and roughly between maybe no more than 2 to 5 carbs. So it's super, super, on the healthier side, as opposed to an energy drink that's going to have over, 200, milligrams of caffeine. The Liftoff only has 75 milligrams. So,
And you really feel the difference.
mhm.
I get that in my drinks, and then what I like about it, about Herbalife, and what you and your fellow competitors do, is that I'm diabetic, and it's hard for me to go and enjoy a milkshake, but we all get those cravings. And
Yes.
so with your shakes and stuff, I know that they're very low sugar,
Mhm.
and then your teas, most of I don't think any of them have sugar, or
No, they don't.
and those are so good, and I'm able to drink that. The other day, I always get this drink from Starbucks. They're not a sponsor, by the way, but if they want to, holler. I always get this drink by Starbucks. It's called like the pink drink, or like their kiwi
Yes.
refresher. And the
Hmm.
other day I was freaking out because it had like 48 grams of sugar,
Yes.
and I never knew that, because I get the, I don't play, I get
The
the
venti.
Trenta, the
Oh my
Trenta. Okay, we're not gonna talk about. Okay. And by the way, my coffee is everything sugar free. I substitute everything. But anyways, um, I didn't realize that in the refreshers. And for those of you who don't know, they do taste cool and refreshing, and they don't taste like very sweet, but they're tricking you, because
Yes.
I saw it and I was like, oh my god, like, and then I started drinking it and I was like, oh my god, I just feel myself going into a coma right now. And so UTs are a great alternative for diabetics, and not just people getting healthy. Diabetics, it's hard for us to find stuff that we can enjoy that will
Mhm.
satisfy our sweet tooths. And I know, so when you have those teas and stuff, I know sometimes, like the location I go to, they add like watermelon pieces in it, or
Mhm.
pineapple, or strawberry. That's just kind of y'all are able to do that, right? Like I'm sure there's guidelines and stuff that y'all have to follow as
Yes.
distributors, but that okay because it's like a natural fruit, or
Yes, and that's optional. Not everybody wants the fruit in there. Again, it's also like the pictures. It's just more for to grab your attention. You don't have to do the fruit in the tea. Just like the shakes, you don't have to do the whipped cream or
oh
the
no, I
coffee.
have to do it, girl. I got to do
I know, me too.
that.
But I'm thankful that there is a sugar-free whip topping. So I love that, because I'm like, I could still have that benefit and not have to worry about all this sugar and anything. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, girl, give me all the whipped cream. I'm
I
like,
have to have the pretty. Like if not, I have.
so like you, over the years, Herbalife's been around forever. Like as far as and I've always, as just like everyone listening, probably, I've always struggled with weight. And a few years ago, I did it. I bought from a distributor, frequently. I was the customer,
Mm-hmm.
fell off of it, whatever. Recently, I was diagnosed with COVID in January, hospitalized, all that stuff. Afterwards, I I really started substituting my lunch for shakes
Mm-hmm.
and teas, and I was just substituted that one meal. I did it for straight 14 days,
Mm-hmm.
and when I went to the doctor, I had lost almost 20 pounds.
Awesome. That's amazing.
So
Wow.
I've gained now. Okay, disclaimer: I've gained like 7 pounds back.
But you know that it's possible. That's the thing.
I know that it's possible because and this is my testimony. This is again, nobody is a sponsor, but if y'all want to be holler, I actually did I was strict with myself, like no lunch. And the reason why I did that really was because my mom's retired. I'm not putting my mom on blast. She's retired and she makes us breakfast every day because I've been at home. And she doesn't get up till like 11. So we don't eat breakfast till like brunch time.
Mm-hmm.
And then eating lunch like at 3 or 4. By the time dinner came around at 6, I wasn't really hungry, but I was eating anyway because it was dinner. So what I did was now I just skip lunch. And so basically you can use these shakes and teas as meal replacements.
Yes. Yes.
And
The shakes. Yes.
I know some people that are hardcore and they substitute 2 meals
Mm-hmm.
for their shake. I'm like, oh girl, I don't know. You gotta slow it down, pump the brakes. So what is at your location, what is your like top 3 bestsellers just for our listeners to learn to know about?
The top three sellers. So on my teas, the top would definitely be Barbie. It's very delicious, very refreshing. So yes, I would love for everybody to come and try it because I promise you, you're gonna love it. So Barbie, cotton candy, and Mexican lollipop. Those are my three top sellers. As far
Okay.
as the shakes, it's definitely going to be my strawberry cheesecake. It's also going to be the fruity pebbles and unicorn. Those are my three top selling.
Oh, I love unicorns. So
Yes.
what's in a unicorn? Like what kind of flavoring is that? If you had to describe it, what does it taste like?
Um,
Like a unicorn? Magical.
I mean, yes, it's more like magical. I mean, how to explain it? Yeah. Yes, it's so delicious and it's just so beautiful. Like I get excited when I make my drinks. I take pride in my drinks. So in my shakes. So I tell people, be patient with me sometimes because I can take, just an extra minute or two, but it's my way of creating my perfection. I'm
Yeah.
very presentation is everything. And I definitely want to take that extra, like I said, 30 seconds to a minute. And that's just making sure that that shake looks just like it does in the picture. That tea also looks and tastes just like, what you would imagine. So,
Because they're gonna go on Instagram, they're
yeah,
gonna be blasting you, tagging you. So you want to make
exactly.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that's so cool. I could never be like a distributor, like coming up with my own drinks because I'm a little ratchet. So I'd be naming them like this is the Cardi B drink. This is the this is the Megan Stallion drink. This is
See,
Yas
that's
drink.
what I would love to do, but yes.
I'm like this drink is called Yes. So whenever you drink it, you can say yes.
People would like
Uh,
that.
uh, you know. And so I'm a little, I don't know. I don't know if that will work for clientele. Uh, so right now, before we wrap, Abigail, do you have any follow-up questions before I even wrap? Or
No, actually, I don't.
okay,
No, I think you covered
all right,
them.
Yeah,
cool,
I was like, you covered just about everything.
cool. So right now's the time to plug everything and anything you'd like. Kind of let everybody know where your location is, social media, all that good stuff.
Okay, so again, Be Fit Nutrition. My name is Roxy. Um, I am located at 4820 Kostoryz Road, and it's Suite D here in Corpus Christi. And the Facebook is Be Fit Nutrition, and Instagram is Be Fit Nutrition 361.
Okay, and that's B, just the letter B.
Just the letter B, FIT, and then of course
Yeah.
nutrition.
All right. Awesome. So that is it for this episode, guys. Before the next time we talk, please make sure you head out and visit somewhere cool in Corpus Christi. We will talk soon. And Roxy, thank you again for being here. It's nice meeting you.
Thank you.
And have a great day, everyone.